Hello and welcome everyone to another DC Universe
Oh
Online
no.
live stream. Um, we are streaming for Extra Life today, raising some more money for the kids. We'll do that spiel in a moment, but first we're going to introduce who's on the stream today, and we're going to introduce our special guest, which I guess is also people on the stream today, but it's different. So my name is Maps. I'm your community manager. With us today we have Oceans. Say hi.
Hello, hello.
Your environment and FX artist extraordinaire. Uh, you have Megzilla, as you see, who is our 2D artist and lots of other things. She will be drawing today. Who are you drawing, Megzilla, real quick?
They donated as anonymous, so again, it's a secret. I don't know
Okay.
if they want me to share. A lot of mystery
Well, okay,
players,
so
I
you're
guess.
you're drawing a mystery player who donated to your Extra Life incentive, and
Yes.
we'll talk about that in a bit too. Also on the stream we have Carp.
Hello.
Carp is our UI, and I don't know. You do a lot of stuff, right? What do you do, Carp?
Yeah, you can call it programmer.
UI programmer.
Programming.
Um, welcome to the stream. Carp is very enthusiastic about Extra Life and is our go-to spokesman for the children.
You want to let's introduce our other friends first, and then we'll
Yeah.
swing back around.
Definitely. And I didn't mention Oceans will be playing today, and that's because Oceans had an incentive up on her Extra Life page where you could purchase this stream. You could purchase Playing with Oceans for an hour and a half or whatever the stream ends up being.
It's so exciting.
And
Yeah.
the person
Actually,
who's
Oceans showed up today with a goatee and wearing some eyeliner, which I don't quite understand.
I did what?
Might have gone into some kind of evil parallel dimension.
Oh.
yeah, we don't quite have the goatee ready, but in real life she's got it on, right?
Of course. Of course.
Right, so our special guest who scooped up that incentive almost immediately once it went up is Sophie from Sophie Fatal TV and Friends. Say hello, Sophie.
Hello.
Give us
Good
give
evening,
us
not morning.
give us a little spiel about yourself. Who are you?
I play video games, usually poorly, but I have fun doing it, so that's all that matters. And I do it live on the internet where people can laugh at me. It's super fun. And yes, everybody on my stream saying hello. But yes, I do it on Twitch every day, Monday through, well, technically every day. Yeah. Every day.
Pitch us your Twitch stream name so people can come check you out if they want to.
Yeah.
Sophie Fatal TV. SOPHIEFATAL TV.
Awesome.
I dropped that in our chat also. Give her a follow, watch some DCO apparently every day of the week,
Thank
right?
you. Yes, every day. So we have different things we do every day. We do feat days. We do hero days. We do villain days. We do. The only thing we haven't kicked into yet is doing PvP days. And there are many a person who requested it, but whew, that's a lot.
That is a
I'm
lot.
not good at PvP. I say that ahead of time. PvE content I love knowing the mechanics, I love being able to do it, but like PvE is so much easier to me than PvP.
True.
I'm so glad that means that you're probably not going to drag me into PvP.
No,
That would be
no,
embarrassing
no.
for me. Immensely.
We are going to have a PvP tournament, but it's going to be duels instead of like PvP, and there will be prizes. We're going to be doing that in mid-October, I think.
Pajama free.
Thank you for the
No,
follow.
no pajama PvP.
Yes, no pajamas. And if we ever say anything that you're like, what? Just remind us, because we have a lot of words that probably won't make sense because we rename things a lot.
They went
As
They went for a
I was
whole
gonna say-
like 2 minutes where I didn't understand anything they were saying in their stream the other
yeah,
day.
But
yeah,
here's
well, like as you know, we named the shark and Spindrift, stuff like that. You know.
Mhm. Here's a fun fact that some folks may not know. In whenever we develop a new feature in DCUO, it often gets kind of like an internal name before it kind of gets the polish and the external names put on it. So there are often features in the game which really end up having 2 or 3 names before it even goes live. So yeah, we are that is not just a cultural that we
And sometimes we reuse those names on multiple different features, and then nobody has any idea what anybody's talking about.
Nice.
great.
Did
I have
any one
wondered
of the
if-
names
oh,
for
sorry.
the shark happen to be Jerry? That's my question.
I mean, that's headcanon. Sure, why not?
I was gonna say, how many of those names find their way into like feat list, like the feat names, just kind of subtly thrown in there for your
Oh.
own amusement?
I don't know. That's a good question. Usually they're just pretty generic and stupid, not that clever.
Oh my gosh, no, they're always hilarious. You know, like that's
I was just saying the PvP feats were very good, very well done.
No, the feats are great. It's our internal names, but apparently Megzilla has one in mind that's amazing.
oh no, I think because I know Red 5 does them, and I think they're very clever. I like stuff that's like really memey, so anything that's like pop culture, I think is hilarious.
Pop culture puns is like the height of feat naming.
I didn't mean the feats weren't funny. I meant our internal names for stuff.
Well, here's an example. Here's an example. So what we call materials, right? So everybody has these materials on their armor and stuff. Materials in the game code is something else completely entirely. Like that existed before we ever had the concept of materials. So in the code, we have to call that something else. So there's multiple names for things, and especially when you're talking to a programmer, it's hard to figure out what you're talking about.
I mean, not related to this, that's true, but yes, with this also true. And then materials are like just a thing in computers and video game development. It's a thing.
Yep, in the engine they're called like shaders or materials.
So
Speaking of materials, though, this is my favorite material. Hold on, let me switch DPS real quick.
The crazy
Wow.
one.
Right? Yes. One of my crew, Katie, she gifted this one to me, and I love it. Well, what? Well, don't start fights without me. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, now that we are actually into the thick of things here, perhaps we should give a little shout out to Extra Life.
Yes.
let's do it.
Yes, please.
All right. So we are, of course, here in this Let's Play live stream. We are doing this for the Extra Life 2020, where all of your donations that we accept throughout this hour and a half will go to benefit the Dell Children's Hospital right here in Austin, Texas. So just below the DC Universe Online stream, if you look down there, there will be a link to all of our developer donation pages. If you are so inclined, we would really appreciate you guys popping over there, checking it out. And if you're able to, shoot us a little donation, and that money will go straight to Dell Children's Hospital in lieu of or in favor of the Extra Life 2020 campaign. All those donations go to help the kids over there that are sick. They may not have all the money they need for treatment. They may not have the money for the families to stay with them in the hospital. So all those donations help the kids, help those families, and anything that you guys can do is really, really appreciated. So on top of those donations, you may see that we have some incentives that might get you guys a little bit more interested in sending us some money. And this year we are doing in real life postcards. So each developer has a postcard that if you donate $25 through the incentive box on our donation page, you can get a real life postcard with a handwritten note by the developer sent to you in your mailbox in the mail for you to have in real life and hold on to. And they're really, really neat. They have locations from DCUO, all the major locations in game have postcards. Each developer has a different postcard. So find your favorite one, donate to that developer, or if you want to collect them all, donate to each developer and get all 7.
Oops.
We will we'll go through all the locations here later on when we're kind of a little bit quieter spot, but give it a check out if you get a chance. They're really, really cool.
Also, those postcards will be sent out soon. They are coming from the printer to me in a couple days. I will post a picture of those on Twitter, most likely. So I'm super excited about them.
We've got pictures of what they will be on most of our pages have what they will look like. But yeah, once Oceans gets them and then gets them kind of distributed out, then we'll start writing notes and stuff. So give that a shot. Hey, you know what? We should take a look and see. This is just our 3rd stream. And sorry I'm talking so much. I know.
You're doing great.
Don't stop.
You're doing good, yeah.
This is just our 3rd Extra Life stream, right? This is our 3rd hour. We've done maybe a little bit over 2 hours. We have already raised over $3,000. We've raised over $3,300 so far, and that is absolutely incredible. You guys have blown me away with your generosity so far, and I really, really appreciate it. I think we can do a lot more. I can't wait to see where we end up, but this is just amazing so far. I am absolutely flabbergasted. So we really appreciate all your help. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. Megzilla tops the charts. $1,250 donation so far. Oceans next at 875. Red 5 650. Maps at 287. Me Carp at 100. Eliza at 50. Dimensional Ink has 50. Leo has 50, and Aaron has 15 down there. Do we know? Does Leo have a dev name?
He does not.
All right, we just call him Leo. So man, that is absolutely crazy. We really appreciate it. So keep up the good work. We'll get you guys some postcards and things. Megzilla, do you have any more portrait slots? I bet you're pretty full up, aren't you?
I'm not opening any this week. Next week or next stream, I will have more open. I was slacking and wasn't getting them done quick enough. So,
So
I know.
Megzilla will have
time, though.
Yeah, Megzilla will have some portrait incentives. She had some up. They got all picked up. So if you would like to get a portrait done by Megzilla,
My dog wants to say hi. I'm sorry. Oh no!
Anela wants a portrait.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness! Please
get
call.
her.
Hi, bud.
Get that dog a portrait. Or if you want a portrait,
Peanut butter.
come back with us next week. See if Megzilla has some portrait slots up.
Does Oceans have any available?
I had some posted a couple days ago. They are sketch slots. They were all claimed already, but they'll probably go up after I finish the 3 that I put up and got claimed.
All right, and you know what? I mean, maybe this will be the week that I throw up some programmer art sketches.
I know MEPS has some ideas for some incentives, so keep an eye out for those too.
Yeah, we're gonna actually have some incentives that allow you to purchase more fun titles on the forums if you visit there often, as well as we're gonna have a session or 2 or maybe game day where you can purchase the boss of your choice within reason to get spawned in the game and murder you if that's what you're into.
We might just have a list that you can choose from.
Cool.
Right.
So look out for those.
Cool. Yeah, come back. Check our donation pages often to see if new incentives are up. That would be really cool. And of course, all these donations once again go to help out Dell Children's Hospital. So when you donate to get one of these incentives, that money is going straight to Dell Children's Hospital. So. Once again, thank you very much. I'll turn it back over now to Sophie and Peps and everybody. And I'll be giving the color commentary, and we'll come back and talk some more about Extra Life later on.
Thanks, Carp.
So,
And we've got the donate link up there on our side. If you guys have a minute and you just want to donate, if nothing else, the postcards are going to be cool. I was talking about getting one of each just so I could throw them up on the wall. You know.
That's
It's a nice collection.
That's a good, pretty awesome thing to do. Is you get them all 7, get them nice matted in a nice little frame.
Right.
That'd be a cool thing for like a. You know what? You really, I've said this before. That's something you give to your kids, right? You pass that down to your generations.
Well, to be fair, I've already promised one of my children that they will be inheriting the channel. So, I mean, technically,
That's amazing.
That's a big legacy right there. That's a
and he's
big
very
shoes to
aware.
fill.
Yeah, the other day, I have 4 kids. So one of the boys asked the boy that is inheriting the channel, he was like, "What's your job gonna be?" And he was like, "I don't know if I really need one because I'm just gonna take over Mom's channel." Like, well, you still need a job, baby.
I'm muting myself for like 2 seconds.
Oh, you're good. Puppers are normal on my stream, if nothing
I was
else.
gonna say on the topic of matting and hanging, the drawing that Meg did last year for my daughter, she had that was a prized possession of hers until her brothers finally tracked it down, and unfortunately the print we got of it, they destroyed that. But
Oh my god.
I know.
Why?
They do that. They break
They
everything.
do that to her all the time. They break all her stuff. It makes me very upset.
Oh yeah, no, it's so sad because I was walking through the hallway the other day and I was like, "John, is there a reason there's a broken ballet trophy in the middle of the hallway?" And he was just like, "Oh, yeah, brothers." I didn't grow up with siblings. I had no idea this kind of thing was normal.
Yeah,
I was an only
and the
child.
really sad thing is, she was on my case to get her youngest brother a drawing this year. Like, she was the one that advocated for it.
Aww.
We did want to actually bring in a couple of people to ask questions, and we've got that set up. I personally would like to start with Invincible, just because I know he's ready to go.
Sure.
Oh, this is going to be exciting.
Right? Well, this... and Majo says hello. So this is probably one of the more fun raids that we love to do. And notice we're an elite and we're kind of just running through it with no problems. But I personally really, really like this raid. This is one of my favorites. If you don't count old ones. Technically, my favorite raid is Sub, but that's not really in meta anymore. But Sub was my favorite, like, in the sense of, like, the layout of it, the mechanics of it. Sub was just the best. But that is also from somebody who's played since launch, so I have old favorites. You know what I mean?
Age of Justice is not.
You know. It's because his girlfriend's in that. It's like me. By the way, yay on the Halloween event. We always look forward to that. My girlfriend is in the Halloween event because I love Tala. Love Tala. And John's girlfriend is Lady Blackhawk. So.
The real Lady Blackhawk.
Oh yeah, he got so upset. There's a couple of names y'all have that like kind of threw people. Lady Blackhawk in the new where she turns into metal, where she's Lady Blackhawk. Oh, John was so upset.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a really awkward for us because
Right?
I think we have some gear items for both Lady Blackhawks, so we're like, well, which one is it? So yeah, we were not really excited about that either, but
I was gonna
okay.
say, programming wise for Carp, did that actually create any real? Because I'm a programmer, but never really professional. I freelance stuff, but I know that references like that can be like hazardous for a programmer. So
I don't know that Carp even deals with that.
Yeah, that didn't cause us any problem. We pretty much set most of that stuff up mostly generically, so designers can just pick it up and run with it however they want to. So we were in pretty good shape.
And the other one is the Metahuman Experiment.
he has a name, and he earned it.
John. So cute. I mean, we do kill Titanic Trenton on a regular daily basis.
Oh.
And that's why I'm saying he earned his name. He earned it. We beat the crap out of that dude for 9 years. We can call him by his name.
But I'm sure there's like reasoning and stuff on that. But like it like when it first came out, John was like, "What?"
I won't run the bounty if people don't call him by his name. They're like, let's run the metahuman. I'm like, who?
And that includes me, actually. Like, seriously, that includes me. If I'm the one telling him we're going to run it, if I don't say Titanic Trenton, he will be like, what? You want to run what? No.
How bad did I do?
Do you want to grab Invincible, baby? You said after the fight. All right.
Hey, Carp, we do have folks offering, the offenders are offering $20 for a stick figure art from you. So,
Yes.
$20 is pretty generous.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I love it.
They said
you could also do some very elegantly written Python one-liners. That's an art form too.
I think last maybe a stream or two ago, I offered to just put everyone's name that donated into some comments somewhere in the code. That's not very glamorous, but
I would do that.
Hey,
I would pay for that.
Some developer in the future come upon it like, who are all these people that are just their names in the code?
What are you doing? Sorry, my husband is being everywhere right now.
Also, I feel like I can do a little better than stick figures. I have some modicum of artistic
all right,
skill.
price goes up.
$25 incentives, Carp.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that next stream. I'll get that set up.
It looks like I got a postcard incentive claim from Hesse. Hesse?
Yes.
Asking when is survival mode coming back. I'm the wrong person to ask for that. I just make
honestly, if it were between survival mode and Friday Night Legends, I'd love Friday Night Legends. Out of the two, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I miss those days. Those were fun.
Well, as far as the in-game survival mode, we have the plan, loosely in place. We don't have a time slot for when to do it, and it was potentially going to be earlier and didn't happen. So, bad news, everybody. But we would still like to do it. Maybe next year.
Hey,
next
Evolutions.
year's coming up soon. What's up?
Evolutions. What's that chroma you're wearing?
Oh, this super sweet pink, blue, and white. Let me take my watcher off. Maybe. This is the pastel chroma, which can be earned by the community in-game if I hit my $2,000 milestone by the big game day. I know, it's so exciting! So please help me get to my $2,000 milestone so I can keep this chroma. My dog says please as well.
That's right. So if you guys can help Oceans reach her $2,000 milestone, then we will release that chroma to everyone on game day, November 7th?
November 7th.
November 7th. We will release that chroma available to everybody on November 7th. If Oceans does not reach that $2,000 milestone, we are going to take it away from her on November 7th.
I don't think you could do that, but you can try.
We will destroy it. We will just
They're
rip
probably
out.
just going to delete my character, because that's like the only way we can actually do that. But
No.
So
We're going to destroy the asset.
Yeah, if you like that, help Oceans reach her $2,000, and we'll get that out to everybody.
To your base? To Oz? She's not with me, but I bet I can get her
I'll be
there.
right back,
Oceans,
guys.
would you mind swinging to a base with me and checking it out?
Yeah, sure.
Do you need permissions to get in the base?
I think so.
Can you not use your magic?
I actually don't have any magic. Maps can get me there. I'm gonna see what my dog wants real fast.
All right,
y'all.
you good?
Baby
You're
girl.
an Oz.
Baby girl, come here. Come here, dog.
Very upset.
Big thank
Aw.
you to Cypher808 for a donation to me.
Hey,
I was at 287 and his
Why are you
OCD
such a
made him have to kick it up to 300. So that's great. Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you, Cy. Megzilla.
Cypher's also been playing with us for years and years at this point. So, love
Thank
Cypher.
you.
He's
Thank you,
so
Cypher.
sweet.
That's really cool. Thank you for that. Also, Megzilla, Kim
All right.
are there in chat says they'll donate to me and send me the same photo that they sent to you just so they can kind of compare our styles.
I love that. I love harp art. It's great.
Carp art.
Harp art.
All
You
right,
sure you
where,
want Oz?
where am I
you want
going?
Oz. It'll be Super Dorothy. Have you given her permission to it? You're not even on Super Dorothy.
Let me get on Super Dorothy real quick.
Not ready. But Invincible is here and ready, I bet.
Yeah, I was
Hello.
wondering if he
Hello.
fell off the truck or something. Hey, welcome.
No, I just was waiting patiently.
Aww. Just a real quick shout out. Invincible also streams on Twitch. It's Invincible1, spelled very oddly, so be prepared to write it down if you want it. But he is also
Specifically to
streamed on Twitch.
torment you, love.
I know, right?
And not at all because I was worried that the vanilla name would just have been taken.
Yes. So feel free to chat, my love.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's
And-
fun.
It is fun. Also, I'm seeing a lot of people ask if I can visit their base next week. I think on our whiteboard schedule, I'm going to be going through a bunch of bases. So just FYI, next week is the week to send me bases.
Very cool.
That's all.
I actually had a question for you guys, if you would indulge me.
Sure.
You see, last week, Meps was hanging out with us, and we introduced him to the plight of a very lonely member of Spindrift Station,
I deny all
one
this.
Jerry the Shark. It's that lone shark that's in the pool, and we're wondering what's going on there. And
The one
if
chasing its own tail.
yes, the one
Yes.
where
It's a menace.
if everybody gets in the pool together, you get the feet facing your fear, because it's that illogical fear that we have of sharks. And
It's not that
it's just,
illogical.
the community has sort of built up a mythos around Jerry that we discussed with Meps and kind of introduced him to what we thought was the very unjust and possibly discriminatory treatment of this shark. And I was wondering if there was any possible way that maybe, you don't have to let him out. We don't know what's going on, but maybe just give Jerry a friend.
Jerry, a friend.
Have
Oh,
a second
man.
shark.
A second shark in there. Oh man.
I think
Double
this
the
is
fear.
very important.
Fear.
I attempted to manually do it, and I wasted at least 5 minutes of Ocean's time.
I
And I
got the
couldn't.
I got the permissions added,
Oh,
and it's Super Dorothy's base Oz.
whoops, that's not the button that I need to push. There we go. What?
He will not eat the second shark. He will not. Jerry is
No.
a kind, gentle soul, okay?
But so you did actually attempt to do that. Well, I just got to say that that's really awesome. But what was really entertaining was right after that, when we got out of Spindrift, we landed in Birds of Prey on top of the rally point, and all of a sudden King Shark was there, and everybody was freaking out. And not but one moment after defeating that one King Shark, a host of like 30-something King Sharks appeared in the sky, and it was easily the funniest experience I've had since I started playing this
Oh,
game.
that's weird. I'll get that bug written up.
It's a feature. You should yell, "You talked to my son," and that's why you got attacked.
All right. Is this base in Metropolis?
Don't talk to me or my son ever
Metropolis
again.
Yeah.
John, lovey.
I'm trying to remember. I'm stepping outside. I think this might be my one in South Gotham.
Oh, I didn't see it in Gotham. Maybe I'm just dumb. And
Well, I've got two.
Stage
bases.
fright.
Well, I moved one of them to be by
Oh, I got
the South Gotham avatars because I was chasing that bandana for 8 years. Got it now. It's cool. Thanks.
Took a long time because it wasn't there, right?
Right. Yeah. I came to find that out after
our bad.
making huge commitments in time and energy.
Aww.
Hey,
It's all good.
do you think Jerry wants a shark friend, or chat suggesting maybe like a whale or a dolphin or
a
I don't know.
space dolphin?
a space?
I
dolphin?
mean,
Oh.
if you did that, we might run into Lobo and Spindrift at some point in the future, wondering who took a space dolphin.
That's true.
So that could be dangerous, lore breaking potentially.
I mean, doesn't Lobo just kind of do whatever he wants anyway?
Yeah, but he very clearly
I'm
has.
just saying,
You know,
he
he
could
very
just show
clearly
up there
loves his
anyway.
space dolphins.
He could just show up there anyway. You know, that's always a possibility. It's never zero.
Well, yeah, no, Lobo could show up in any moment for any reason. Of course.
It is the main man's MO.
Oh my
Right?
goodness. On top of the bubble. Y'all, my dog was sleeping all day, and I was just like, this is going to be great. She's just going to be super chill during the stream, and now she has woken up. And she probably is asking for a walk, but she's going to have to wait. Aren't you?
See, that is the joy of having many children. I can just be like, take the dog out.
Oh my goodness. She's just going to be barking this whole time. I'm gonna mute myself again.
You're good. You're good.
Yes, this is one of my works of art. It's the library, but the real beauty is in this big room. I don't want to discuss the investment that went into just the hallway, but it was significant.
Which one of you is it? The League Hall or your base that has all the
He's an
statues of
odd.
Aphrodite in it?
Oh.
That's my base. That's the Kansas base that has
The Kansas and roughly how many are there, John?
I think there's close to 120 of them currently up, and I've got another 30 that I have yet to place.
Oceans, look up at the ceiling.
For those of you who have never run with John, whenever we run Fractured Godsphere, he will literally just stand there while Aphrodite's effigy is in play. He will not attack. He will not do anything because it's an affront to his religion.
I'm sorry, I just broke the ceiling.
You're good, but
It's okay. It's hard to move in here and not break things.
Yeah, I hope you did hear that he invested a lot into this, right? You're just breaking down doors. And...
The disrespect is ridiculous. Is it because they're villain side? I know that's the reason.
Right? If you really think about it, each individual one of these, like on the wall, like that's one. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot. Like he went through a lot to get all of them. The rerunning of content, that was fun.
There's so many of these. I made these guys.
Which one?
Oh, the like the mascara and balcony things.
Oh yeah.
That was like years ago. I remember making those.
Little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, John made us all mail him the ones that we got.
Yeah, the Aphrodite base is still a work in progress, but I'm having to tear down more and more things to make room for more and more statues, and yeah.
And just so that John doesn't feel like I'm picking on him, Sophie has a taboo against fighting Bizarro.
Yes. Well, because Bizarro didn't do anything wrong. He was just made, and he's trying to live his life, and everybody's mean to him. He didn't choose to be made. I'm just saying. It's not his fault.
It's a good thing she plays healer, because at least she'll heal us. Unlike John, who's just like, nope, you know what? I lift no finger against my goddess.
I'll even move to the other side of the arena.
He really will.
This is like a lot of books, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, how many of these have you read?
How many books have you read, John?
I thought we established that I don't know how to read. So.
That's Jim.
It's a weird library.
They're like baby books too, right? Because these were scaled down from House of Mystery, I believe.
Yeah.
So they're
Well,
like
it's funny too, because if you look by my mailbox, you could see a stack of like regularly sized books next to the statue.
I think they're normal size books.
No, those are not normal size books. Those are like coffee table books.
I was just saying, one of those books is actually half the size of my character, so perhaps normal was a bit of a
Yeah,
generous.
so you have a mix of tiny books and giant coffee table books.
Okay,
And
real
guys,
talk. I just have a lot of art books at home, so they're like this size.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. You guys, if you're on my side of things, click that link and donate to Ocean so we can get this material. Please and thank you.
Are there any food products that are at risk this week? Because the donut really had me really twisted up last week. The saga of the donut was a big deal. I was very invested in it.
I have ice cream sandwiches.
Oh man.
Oh my.
That sounds delicious.
If
Though.
we want to watch me eat on stream again, I'm like,
Have you seen the coconut milk ones from So Delicious?
oh my gosh.
They're really good and they're lactose free. So, just saying.
Hey, Megzilla.
Meg and
Sponsor.
are both like unfortunate souls of lactose intolerance, so we have lactose woes. I am currently drinking some almond milk cold brew coffee. The ice cream sandwich is not lactose free though. So
Yeah,
Have you tried ice cream Twix bars?
Oh God.
I've seen those.
They're
Mm.
so good.
I want
They're
that.
so good.
I would say I have lactose issues as well, but I haven't been able to find a substitute for it, so I just have to stay sick, I guess. Because soy milk makes me sick.
Yep.
Oat milk was horrific. I'll never never do that again.
Where are we?
You know
We
what?
are-
I did not mind oat milk too much. Oat milk was all right.
I tried oat milk for the first time in some coffee recently, and it wasn't too bad. It was a little weird. I am lactose intolerant and soy intolerant, so I feel you on the.
Yeah, I didn't mind the taste
Wait.
of oat milk. I just didn't like what it did to me afterwards.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
What, Maps?
Aw.
Like
Macho in my chat's talking about how she's in the keto diet, so it's sad for her.
90% of Ocean's
Yes,
diet
that's my wife.
is lactose. And
I know.
soy.
It's surprising that I let anyone near me. Because I eat cheese all the time.
Oh, they have to hide the ice cream from me. I'll eat a whole half. I'll eat a half gallon in one sitting if nobody stops me, and then
What are
I'll be
those-
mad at everybody around me for
judgment.
not stopping me.
What are those things that you get mad at us for letting you have? Pirouettes, yes. We'll have them in the house, and John will like, do not let me eat these. And I'm like, how am I gonna stop you? Like,
You know what? I am that exact same way, but with those like little soft iced cookies, the Loft House cookies. Like, oh my god, I can't have those near me. I'll eat a whole box in one day.
I was gonna say
I'm
I
that
don't
way
think
with
I've seen.
grasshoppers.
I don't think I've seen those since I moved to Alabama. That was a northern thing.
Y'all, I
I
just
remember
opened my last box of Girl Scout cookies this past week.
That's
Oh, no.
sadness.
How did they last so
Yeah.
long? Oh my
I
god.
put them in my
You put them in
freezer,
the
and I've been
freezer,
like,
yeah.
Discipline.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't mean like shelf life. I mean, how did
That-
you not eat them all?
Right.
because
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
always have other snacks in my home, so I ran out of snacks.
Oh.
if you want a cheap knockoff version of Thin Mints, they have. It's not as good, okay, but they're doable in a situation where you can't get Thin Mints. Is Grasshoppers? Is Keebler? They're medium. They're not the best, but they're way better than any of the other knockoffs.
Medium is acceptable.
Hey,
Right?
speaking of shameless plugs, Carp, what are we here today to raise money for?
Thank you for
Girl Scout
asking that.
cookies.
There's been a lot of talk of ice cream sandwiches, and, but no, actually, we are here to raise money for the Extra Life organization, and we are collecting donations through the donation links that are just under the DC Universe Online stream down there. And Sophie Fatal TV is kind enough to also kind of post some donation links there. So check out those donation links and go check out what we're collecting money for. We here in Austin are collecting money for the Dell Children's Hospital, and those donations that you make through Extra Life go straight to Dell Children's Hospital. So that is very much appreciated. You guys have been so generous so far. I just looked at the numbers. We are up to $3,891 in donations.
Speaking of generous, I'm going to interrupt you and scroll back up. Hold on. Thank you, Kimberly, for the $500.
What?
Oh my god.
Thank
Wow.
you so much.
They're like, I need that chroma in my life.
Right?
Cypher as well for getting a postcard saying we must get that chroma. I agree. This was, like I said last stream, this was the first chroma I made because I really want it. And they're like my favorite colors.
What's your
So that's absolutely right. That puts Oceans up to $1,425. So only $575 to go before the milestone is met.
What is your $500 incentive, Oceans?
I don't have 500.
Better come up with one.
So yes, so thank you, Kimberly and Cypher and everybody that has been donating. We really appreciate that. As Oceans just said, Cypher picked up a postcard incentive. We all of us developers have a postcard incentive on our donation page, and each postcard is different. If you click the incentive link, yes, there's one right there.
I'm gonna flip through the postcards.
If you click the incentive link for the postcard, we as the developers will send you a handwritten postcard through the mail for you to have in real life. And you see some of the selections of postcards that you can get. Each developer has a different postcard. There are 7 in total. We can go through the list real quick. Megzilla has the Zamaron postcard. Oceans has Themyscira. Red 5 has Gotham, I believe. Meps has Metropolis. iCarp has Good Grammar. Also, I have Atlantis. Eliza has Kandak, I believe, and Aaron has Central City. So those 7 postcards. If you want one, if you want them all, check out our donation page and send us some incentive donations. And we'll get those out to you just as soon as we get them from the printers. I think they're on their way to us.
They are being
They're on their way
shipped
to Oceans.
to
And once
me.
Oceans
They are
get them,
currently traveling to me.
once Oceans gets them, then she has to get them to everybody else in a contact-free manner.
So they'll get mailed to Oceans, then mailed to individual devs, and then mailed back to whoever donated, right?
Right.
Something like
Anyone who gets the Themyscira ones early has the advantage of getting them faster because I'm already going to have them. What's going to be fun is I know Red 5 is really nervous about sending postcards out because he's embarrassed of his handwriting. So all of y'all get to see our embarrassing children handwriting, which is going to be kind of funny.
I mean, funny for him, but you, maybe.
I write in all caps.
Most of the writing you see in game on like the walls and stuff is just Oceans
That's
writing.
true.
And it's good. Sometimes it's creepy, but it's good.
I think we found some. What
You
was
mean
it?
writing like this? Like the ones on my base?
It's probably.
The Jingle Bells, Batman smells.
Oh, yep,
Egg.
that was me. There was some Mixie art quote on some key art that we found, and I was just like, oh, this looks like my handwriting. Yep.
I think I did the Cupid Valentine or make kissing booth. I don't know, something. I forgot what it was, but it's in cursive, and that was my one contribution for handwriting.
Oh yeah, if it's in cursive, it's not me because I don't think I've actually legitimately written in cursive since elementary school.
Why would you?
It's called
I don't-
I'm Too Lazy to Pick Up My Pen.
Well, you
They
can.
don't teach it anymore either.
Really?
Like, that's not a thing they do in school anymore. It's not a
That's
thing.
okay.
I was
I'm okay with that.
It's just
whenever
weird.
whenever we were learning to write checks, like do people write checks anymore? When we were learning how to do that, they made it sound like if you ever wrote a check that wasn't in cursive, like it wouldn't work. Like the bank would
Really?
reject it or something. Like that's what
I
they
think
made it
that's
sound
like signatures. I think signatures are like you have to write your signature in cursive, which is silly.
I mean, a straight line with a squiggle works, but don't separate the
like-
letters.
That is all of my signature is just an L and then the rest. Like, just scribbles.
I think that's how everyone like in adult life. You just write the first letter with a line, and then the 1st letter
Mhm.
with a line.
Exactly.
I got some sweet loopties.
Well,
I would-
if you all at home want to see what each of our dev autographs looks like, then do feel free to send us some donations through the incentives, and we'll send you a postcard with dev autographs, and you can take that into Starbucks and $7 and get yourself a cup of coffee.
So I'm
But
going to
not the
switch out
expensive
to,
kind.
right? I'm gonna switch out to Zoe. So Invincible, if you want to say bye, I didn't want to like
All right,
cut you off
guys.
and just throw you
No.
out of the room.
Thank you for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
thanks for
having
hanging
us.
out.
It was really great
Thank-
to see you
and-
guys, and
and
hopefully we
can I-
did see you.
Can I say I appreciate your concern for the marine life in our game. I feel like that.
I feel like it was a community concern, and I just took it upon myself
Yeah.
to be the one who was the person lobbying for Jerry and his rights.
You know,
You guys have no idea how political this is on our channel.
In our
And
stream-
John needs to keep his opinions politely to himself because they are very divergent from the consensus reality.
That's a nice way to phrase that.
we are very pro Jerry around
Yes,
here.
Jerry is a menace. That's why he is in an isolated
Every
No.
single
jail
time.
cell at
I
the
know,
bottom of
Every
the ocean.
single time we let him go off on this, he is the worst, guys. You can't listen. John is just working through some stuff, probably childhood related. I don't know.
maybe if I ever get my swimming pool in a base, I will have Jerry and Mary.
That would be awesome.
I think it's already
Yes.
halfway. We're already halfway there, guys. They named it.
Mary, there we go. Because we did mention that if there were to be a second shark, what would its name even be? So there you go. Already in.
Canon.
Yes.
I feel like pulling the whole Parks and Recreation where we just kind of rotate around like Jerry, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
It should
That
be
would work.
Gary.
I don't even remember why we picked
Gary.
Jerry. I honestly think it was just a random name I picked one day and it just stuck. Or did somebody in chat name? I can't remember.
That's
It
how it
was
works
so
with people.
long ago. But we're gonna switch out and we're gonna get Zoe in here. Zoe, she runs the Gotham Gazette and everything. She is an awesome creator. She streams on Twitch and she makes YouTube content as well.
Welcome.
Bringing to you up.
Awesome.
Zoe, can you hear?
Yeah, she should be in here.
She's in the channel. We can't hear her though.
She'll get here. She'll say hello. There you go.
Maybe your mic is physically muted because it's not Discord muting you, Zoe.
Jerry, Larry, Terry, Carrie, Barry, right? We have for a very long time had a concern about Jerry. It's a community deal.
So although I do foresee a mission that involves a group of conscious-minded individuals going to free Jerry from the pond.
Yes.
only,
Jerry!
only to find that as soon as he's released, he eats everyone.
No.
Y'all,
Not
do
my
we
Jerry.
have a base item, like a base pet that's a shark fin? Or did I dream that?
That sounds like we would
You
have
have
done
you have a bubbling shark.
Bubbling shark. Is it just the shark fin?
No, it's a shark statue that's shooting up air bubbles.
Oh,
It's just the head, and then you got the water sharks themselves from the summer season.
but we don't have a little fin that follows you around.
No, but that would be awesome.
That would be hella awesome.
Next.
I feel like we've brainstormed that at least 5 times.
Yeah, I thought I had made it, so it's like surprising that it didn't.
Maybe you did make it and you're just
What?
waiting on that water.
No, it was just gonna be like a land shark.
Well, as long as Jerry has a friend, that's all I wish for. He doesn't even need to get out. It would be nice to get him out, but let's just get him a friend or something. Poor Jerry, he's all alone all the time.
I mean, great
just go
whites are
back.
solitary creatures, so
Are they really?
maybe he put himself in there on purpose.
Yeah, he's in timeout. He did the bad thing.
He wants to get away from
No,
Mary.
no, he didn't do a bad thing.
Anti-social.
You're gonna make Water all too happy if you say he's a bad guy. Oh my goodness.
But he's in there for a white collar crime, not like a violent crime.
Oh,
Like he
Like-
he cheated on his taxes or something.
no.
John has a theory
Oh,
that
no.
he eats babies or something. It's like it's a
Yeah,
bad thing.
he is a monster. He is
No,
the
he's
worst. He
not,
represents
though.
all the bad in the world.
He did not have a good lawyer. That was his dilemma. He needs a better lawyer. Jerry needs a better lawyer. That's all there is to it. He's innocent. He was framed, and the lawyer needs to be called. While Zoe figures out her thing, why don't we grab Boston while she's figuring out her audio issue? This is doomsday, man. You're taking it way too serious. Oh my god. This is one of our like go-to. I'm taking you to all our like go-to raids, by the way. These are just the ones we can do without really thinking. And
I haven't played a lot of these, especially on live. Like I play the content in their like early stages.
Mm-hmm.
And then I focus on art, so I don't get to play this as much. So this is great.
Well, all of the people that are in our group are regulars on the stream. You've got Tony as Leave Me Be. You've got Boston as Game Update. Of course, John is Super Dorothy. You've got Zoe on Red Metal Bat. Tegan on General Jean. Invincible on Evil Vincible. And, of course, you're in the group. But everybody else are just regulars we regularly run with. So they're, like I said, I'm just picking the ones that we can just fly through without any real issue. You are a regular Agamemnon. You're just not in the group. All right. You want to go ahead and grab Boston. Boston is also a streamer for DCUO on Twitch. We all kind of group up and hang. Oh yeah, the cutscene. I was like, why did my screen? No.
Superman.
There's a joke we have. Our lore of this scene is where like Lois is crying over Superman and everybody's standing around. And while this is happening, Lex runs up, shoves her off of him, and just cries on him. And she's like, Super.
What will I be, or what will I do without you? Yeah.
And Omar, if you're ready to hop on Discord, I'll get you in soon too. Okay, so
Cool.
Boston is in chat.
Ha! Oh, I am.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's time.
It is time. What's up? You want to ask?
Am I already on?
You are on.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
How are everyone? Nervous as?
Nah.
Yeah, I got a couple questions, but thank you for having me here in my presence.
Thank you for
having me be in your presence. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, I got a couple things. I've been playing for a while, and I feel like a lot of things take away from the game being free to play, and the newer, because I stopped, as you can see, my name is Game Update 47. The reason I named myself that's when I actually stopped playing, and I came back for like 2 years now, and I feel like the game is in a much better position than it used to.
That's good.
And
That is good.
a lot of the things that I appreciate is the free episodes. It's like, is it a permanent stay, or is that just gonna be just coming and going?
Are you talking about the event that's free when we launch something, or do you mean the open
no.
episodes?
Open episodes.
Right now it's kind of extended for indefinitely, and we might end up making it permanent. We might not. It kind of depends on conversations, but we really like having them available and having everybody be able to jump back in from long ago or new, and just wherever they're at, they can play what's available and not have to worry about getting membership right away or making a DLC purchase right away or which one to buy, all that stuff. So we definitely like having it open more than closed. So that's the best I got for you.
Awesome. I have a couple more questions if I got time.
Hit us.
Yeah, do one more. I gotta grab
Alright.
Zoe after that, but yeah.
One more. I bet. Is there a way that escrow could be completely abolished.
Gosh.
That, I mean, we hear that request a lot, and we talk about it pretty frequently. Maybe.
Or maybe at least
See-
raised. Yeah.
See,
or maybe at
the
least
situation
raised.
is like me. I love this game, right? So I'm a PS4 user. I play on the US server, and I also recently started playing on the EU server. But I can't obviously afford to have membership on both servers.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm playing on EU as premium member, and it's just that's my
Yeah,
reasoning.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Hey, and also, Meps, I just got that $25 thing. Yo, can you put a heart on my postcard, please?
Sure. Did you put that in your request when you were submitting it?
I don't think I did, but I put my name, Boston Devil. in it,
Okay,
so.
I'll make a note.
You gotta make a note.
I appreciate that, Meps. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you too. Bye.
Oh.
When I think the other day when Maps was in our stream, I was telling him that we have this crew of just amazingly positive people that are streaming DC. Like when I say that, I mean it. I got you, Zoe. Give me just a moment. But I mean, like we have a crew of amazing, positive people that just keep it simple and easy, and it's all about the fun and just being around each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we have a good crew around, and I love it. Like I've told them 100 times. This is like this is the reason I love because technically like I was saying, you're getting more viewer numbers on other games, but I find it really hard to step away from this game because I just have fun playing this game. I think we stopped playing right around the time
War of the Light 2.
of War of the Light 2, and we stopped for like 3 years, and legit like throughout that like 2 years that we weren't playing, like we would stop, be having dinner or something, and just look at each other and be like, should we re-download DCUO?
Oh.
Like it's just a nostalgic thing because we played it for so long, and then we ended up we downloaded it and we were like, okay, we're gonna pay the membership and we're gonna play for a month on stream, just a month as a nostalgia thing. Well, now we're 2 years later, so it's been
Honestly, when I
real
saw the
fun.
exobyte mods gone, I was like, I'm good for another month. I was like, that was probably one of we've talked about this on stream, the collective post-traumatic stress disorder that most DC players from years ago has every time they hear an exobyte hum. Like, like there was one stream where one of you was standing showing something off and there was an exobyte behind you and the entire chat was just losing their minds because they're like, just could you pick it up, please? Just please.
If I hear it, I have to go get it.
We play with our volume very low, and I can still hear that over a fight happening. If there's an exobyte near me, my ears trigger to that sound instantly, and like I can even close my eyes and do my old exobyte farming route outside of North Burnley. Like oh man.
I'm that way with collections though. I have old collection farming routes.
Well, let me make a comment, Sophie, on what you just said about the positive folks, and then I want to make sure we get to Zoe. But we as developers, we enjoy hearing feedback from you guys. Like that's one thing about this team.
Remember that hand was you could like use that more.
I think that this dev team really enjoys getting feedback from you guys. So if you have questions, if you have something you want to say, don't feel free to let us know on the forums, on events like this. Just put little questions in the chat, and we'll be happy to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Hold on 1 second. You figure it out, babe?
That's weird. He's not in our chat.
I know he's not in our chat. I don't know why.
Hold on.
Okay, continue. I apologize.
Oh no, that's fine. That's really all I had to say. Is we just we enjoy getting people's questions. We enjoy getting people's feedback. I mean, obviously we can't answer everything. Some things we might not be able to comment on. Some things we might not have a good answer for. But We do enjoy talking to folks, and we do take everyone's suggestions seriously, even if we can't act on it. We really appreciate everybody's comments. That's all.
Well, I only have a singular request, and it is not anything to do with anything that needs to be done now. And it's not like a push or anything, but like I would love to be a villain. Like we're helping the heroes so often. Just in the future, if you could have something where we could like, kill people again, that'd be great.
Knock people out.
Oh yeah.
Make villains again.
Yeah. But I mean just for the future. I would
Yeah,
love
what
some villainy.
what kind of horrible, awful things would you like to do to people?
Well, if nothing else, I'd like to have instances where like we as villains are actively trying to do something that the heroes are actively trying to prevent. Like Diamond Heist was one of my favorite things to do back in the day, where you're actively against each other, not like PvP wise, but like trying to finish something. You know what I mean?
Working towards like opposite goals, yeah.
Yes. I would love something like that, where we could like actively stop the heroes from doing something, or at least attempt to.
Oh, that's a good question. Would you be okay with just failing all the time? Like you tried hard, but
Well, that's what regularly happens.
Maybe it's a 2-part DLC, and in classic fashion, the villains win episode 1. We'll take the win, and then we'll gracefully take the loss in episode 2.
gracefully.
To be fair, when we used to run Diamond Heist, the heroes were much stronger in our day than the villains were. So we kind of got used to losing, not gonna lie. But the way we retaliated was we'd get like 16 people deep in 2 groups and stand outside of the police station and just wait for anyone to come out and kill them. So, it was okay that we lost the Diamond Heist because, we got retribution.
That sounds like you're pretty villainous.
Yes. I love the villain side. I always tell people on stream, it's so much more fun. The storylines are so much more fun. To me personally, I enjoy the villain storylines. And it's not that they're not good now. It's just that we're helping a lot of heroes, and we used to only sometimes help heroes. And especially Soups. Especially Soups. We're not great fans of Soups around here.
I wonder if we could maybe pitch a storyline where the heroes have to help the villains for some reason.
That would be great.
Mm-hmm. You got the whole, what is it, the year of the villain, or the day of the villain DC arc? I can't remember what it's called off the top
That's
of
a
my
thing. Year, not day. Year.
It's just one day.
The fortnight of the villain.
Yeah, Fortnite of the Villains. There we go. I'll take it.
Everybody in chat is losing it. Zoe, sweetheart, you want to go ahead and talk? I'm sorry, I made you wait for so long.
Yeah, I hope the mic is working now.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I had a question for Oceans. What's your favorite thing that you've done for the game?
What is my favorite thing? Well, I work on a lot of like base items, maps, and effects, so I can go through one of each if you want. My favorite map that I worked on was actually Iceberg Lounge, which is
that's so pretty. Yeah,
it was the first map that I actually worked on pretty much by myself, so it's like very near and dear to me. And it was like the penguin aquarium was hilarious, and I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, that map as a whole was just like a really great experience to work on with the designer. It was T Lantern, and my like first content to work on together, and I think it might have actually been his first content period, and I just got locked out of this room. And let's see, for the effects, I really like goofy effects, so like Trinket,
Unicorn Party.
Unicorn parties. The Trinket supply drop was like one of my favorites, just because the reaction that I got from working on that was just so fun.
I roll.
Well, not to interrupt you, but that's a uniform requirement of the unicorns. So
That's great.
that is our supply drop. Like,
I remember when we talked about it. Yeah, we talked about this, and I was just like, "What if I just do this?" And I sent a GIF of it to one of our internal chats, and everybody just lost it because it's just so goofy. So there's that. For base items, I remember one of my ones that stands out in my brain a lot was the Aquaman Throne, which is like real old now, but like at the time it was my first like very iconic base item to work on. Like I went to the comic book shop and I got the issue that had his throne in it to use as reference. And I still have that copy laying around somewhere, but it was like the first one where I wasn't making like, I don't know, a couch or a bed or a table. And it was really cool to like, I don't know, 3D model something directly from the comics. So there you go.
Interesting fact, Oceans actually took that model and turned it into a 3D printed Christmas
lights. Yeah, I sure did. So we have a Christmas tree that we have at the office whenever we're not in pandemic land. And I 3D printed that, drilled a hole in it, and hung it on our tree, and it's super cute. But yeah, my 3 favorite things.
Pretty awesome.
And also, I might say thank you, Zoe, for hanging out with us so long. Sophie tells us that you're all the way overseas and you're staying up really late, so thank you especially for hanging out with us.
Yeah, that and all your contributions to the community. I like seeing all the Gotham Gazette updates. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And the screenshots.
You know,
y'all are killing things so fast that I'm not even seeing enemies.
Again, these are our regular rotations. Like, these are ones we could probably do in our sleep.
I was gonna say, I remember when this raid used to break up leagues and friendships. Like this
that's a raid well done.
Yes,
I made this thing.
The portal?
I made the portal too, but the chalice, like Urgrund artifact.
Megzilla,
when they did that.
What is your favorite thing that you've done for the game?
My favorite suit is the next time capsule that's coming out. So
that's not fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while, but it's really cool. Beyond that, the Shimtar Regalia, because that was my first original design, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, okay, I won't say anything about the next time capsule, but
it's really cool. Look forward to it.
Cool. And then for emblems, my favorite is the Tawny one. Oceans makes me a lot of fun shaders, so that was one of the first combat reactive ones. And internally, we have like a 4-frame animated kitty face as I was testing out our animated emblems. So I don't think that will see the light of day, but
it is in our hearts and in our internal files.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can sneak that in somewhere. I don't know. No promises.
April Fools.
Oh, we should do that. It's cute.
It is really cute.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a question in chat that I did want to ask before we forgot, but I didn't want to interrupt. And
yeah, go ahead.
I'm acknowledging you, Boz and Austin. One thing that we, as streamers in particular, and I know it's not just us, one of the things we have talked about a lot is the idea of being able to pre-make our Suicide Squad Task Force X teams. Because especially for us, like we'll have to go through all kinds of loops and everything to get people on a character just to queue up, just so that we can have them switch and get on their alternative faction character. Like, is that an impossibility, or is that something that maybe one day, like if
I'll field that one. I'm going to say.
Oh God, I'm so nervous about what you're going to say.
I'm flipping a coin over here. No.
While we decide, I made these way back in the day. Okay, I'm done. Goodbye.
So all right. So the reason I can't say anything with any certainty, of course, but I will say that it is not an impossibility. We have some things that we are considering. And I don't know if that will solve your problem or not. And I apologize for being as vague as I am because nothing is really finalized at the moment.
Because Maps is gonna strangle him.
Well, also John worked IT, so he knows that as much as you want something to happen, it doesn't mean something will necessarily happen.
Right.
I can add.
It's more a matter of like, is this a hard-coded thing that could never change, or is it something that like possibly? Like I'm leaving it very open-ended for you so that you don't have to confirm anything, but just just knowing that it's a possibility.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way of putting it. Is between the two, either is it impossible or not? No, it is not impossible.
I can add also that we have a list of top community requests, features, adjustments like that, and this is on that, and things in this realm are on that list. So, some hope, perhaps. But also, I think I could describe it as it's not so much an impossible hard thing to do. It's just there's a lot of gotchas because the entire game was built on that not being possible. So that's where like the work and complication mostly is probably waiting for us. And then what work that uncovers that we have to do to address those.
And that's more what I was kind of leaning into, I suppose, because as you say, I understand a good bit of programming, and I know sometimes certain things are just hard-coded because like they're going to run better and work better, but then down the line you're like, why did we hard-code?
Yeah, well, and here's the tricky thing though, is honestly, I think to make it work is actually really easy, but the tricky part is when you just flip that switch, what else breaks? Yeah. Like we're talking like a cascade of who knows what could go wrong. So that's going to be the tricky part, is to figure out, kind of pull that thread and make sure that nothing else breaks.
Because I know there's quite a few. Like somebody was asking in one stream, we were trying to pull in somebody to Unholy Matrimony, and we were like, oh yeah, that's right, it's not cross faction. And they're like, why? Why wouldn't it be cross faction? I was like, my guess is because of the feats. So it's like I could see that being an issue, but it's like that's one of those little subtleties that like we've tried to devil's advocate for, but at the same time, just knowing that it's a possibility, I think, is good enough for most people.
Real quick interjection: once we get the Lexes knocked out, can we do a quick selfie moment? It's something we do every stream.
Yep.
Get everybody into a group and take a selfie.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Megzilla, are you still working, or have you wrapped up your portrait here?
I just have the jacket left and some final touches.
Sweet.
We're getting there.
Looks great.
Maps over there cracking the whip.
No, goodness. I didn't notice anything changed for a little bit. I didn't know.
She walked away. It's fine.
Since it's not zooming in and out constantly, it's hard to tell if you're working, you know.
Oh, I changed it so it's not like that anymore. So
but I know back in the day, it used to be more like definite hero versus villain, period, the end. You know what I mean? So like I totally get that. But nowadays, we kind of just we kind of have to work together. Good time, guys.
Well, let me interject for a moment and say thank you to Milbarge for the $50 donation.
Oh.
Thank you, Milbarge. That's really appreciated. And it sounds like a good time to go over one more time, since we might be.
Also say thank you to Milbarge because he's helping me set up one of the milestones, the group milestones that will hopefully get approved soon. So.
And that of course, is because Milbarge is a developer, not because he donated money, but he is actually a developer. So yes, thank you, Milbarge, and of course all your donations that we are collecting today will help Oceans get into a room on time. And also, they will go to the Dell Children's Hospital, which is our children's hospital that we're supporting for Extra Life. So all your donations go through Extra Life straight to the Dell Children's Hospital. And we really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us so far. If you want to make a donation, all the links to the donation pages are down there underneath the DC Universe Online stream. We've already raised, I'm going to look here, I think we are at...
So close to 4.
So close to $3,966. If you guys are so inclined, push us over $4,000 for the day. That would be amazing. But even if not, that's an amazing total for just our 3 days, 3 hours almost of streaming. We really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Continue to donate. You don't need to donate only on the days that we stream. You can donate any day of the week from now. Really from now to the end of the year. But we're just going to be streaming for Extra Life every Friday from now until the Extra Life game day, which is on November 7th. So hang out with us every Friday, and then on game day, November 7th, and we will happily accept all your guys' donations. Really, really important stuff. Really, really good work that the Dell Children's Hospital does. So thank you again. If you are so inclined, when you make a donation, you can go through the incentive box on most of the right side of our donation pages. Go through the incentive box to get yourself a postcard. Each developer has a different postcard. And with your $25 donation through that incentive box, we will hand write you a note on a postcard, send it through the mail.
Whoops.
I accidentally left.
So you guys get a postcard, make a donation, collect all 7, find your favorite one that you want, donate to that dev. If you donate to Oceans and get her $2,000 milestone, we'll release that chroma that she's wearing right there. That looks awesome. Look at that. If she gets $2,000, we'll release that on game day. Hey, you know what we haven't talked about? There might be some other things that we release on game day if we hit certain team milestones. I don't know if we have finalized all those yet, but
those are going through approvals because everything that we make has to go through DC. So we have some plans for things. Those will get announced as soon as we're able to, but we will look forward to those if those donation milestones are met. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for maybe some portrait and sketch slots from Megzilla and Oceans, and maybe even myself next week. Those are all full up right now, but we might open up some more of those next week. And I think that about touches everything. So once again, thank you guys so much for all your donations today and for the last couple of days. And for the future donations, you guys are so cool. We really appreciate it. You guys are very, very generous and absolutely blown away by the amount of money that we've raised so far. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Real quick, if we can all get in one spot and take a selfie real fast. But yes, links there. Final room? All right. John says final room. We've got the link right up there for you guys. If y'all can donate, at least grab a postcard, if nothing else. You could always play favorites and pick your favorite dev.
Or favorite location.
Yeah. Last year, I purposefully donated to Meps to hopefully bring him to the evil side again.
Oh.
He's been far too good. Every time that you're in a stream, you come by, we're always on Heroes. Always. Like,
that's just coincidence. You know, I can just sense it in the universe, maybe.
Gotta pull you over to the dark side. Oh, do you know Omar, No Name Found? He streams DC as well from the EU side. And we play with him once a week. We go over to EU. And when we went over there, we got him with the 255 skip to make a villain. So now he's evil with us. We're very villain-centric around here, by the way.
I was going to say, Lex should give us a commission for how many villains we converted this week alone with the free skips.
We're all about pulling people over to the villain side. I mean, we play hero, but we main villain.
I feel like you just play heroes to like keep an eye on what the heroes are doing.
Yes, actually, legit. If you go over to my hero and look at her one day, she is dressed in the same outfit that Sophie wears, but with an eye patch on. And the running gag back in the day was that she went over there just to like keep an eye and be a spy on the hero side. But no one will recognize her because, you know, the eye patch. Totally. No one will notice.
Look at me doing all this work, guys. Hey, I made this. It was funny. Red 5 and I walked into this raid recently, actually. And I was very excited to realize that I made a bunch of props in here. Even though this is pretty old, but like wow. I remember.
Dude, Nexus was fun. I loved Nexus back in the day.
Yeah.
That was hard. Do you guys remember when y'all had to take the bug away from us where we could climb on the walls and not get hit in Nexus?
I feel like I remember that because I probably had to fix the collision so you guys could not do that.
Yeah, it was a really like that.
It was Ninja Batman's fault.
Yeah. No, we'd all climb up on the walls and only the tank would be on the ground. Like, good luck. Oh shit, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay, let me queue us up.
Yeah, we always refer to the villain version of Nexus as hard mode, and the hero version as easy mode.
Oh yeah.
Because of
100%.
Ninja Batman. It was just the worst.
You know what? Because I need something ridiculously easy, and it's my favorite old raid, we're gonna go do sub real quick. Nice old sub.
I thought you guys were going to do spin drift and get wrecked.
Oh, thank you for not embarrassing me too much.
We could close out the stream with spin drift and we'll go. Hey, you know, I would actually like to know whose idea it was to have the chain of bombs in that first room.
I think that was a Millbarge special, actually.
Because, yeah, that's probably, I would have to say, everybody's least favorite part of that raid. So, well done. Well done.
It's probably the easiest part to fuck up, though.
Yeah.
Like, all it takes is, like, one person not pressing their buttons, and it's done. Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot to us. If
I
you
saw-
had your thing up.
Sorry.
No,
I
you're
saw
good.
that somebody asked if we would have walk-in raids again, which is funny because Red 5 and I just keep on doing walk-in raids, and I was just like, why don't we do these anymore? And apparently it's somebody needs to correct me. Carp, do you know this? Walk-in raids, we can't do it if you zone within the instance. Like, if you're in one map and you zone into another one, it can't be a walk-in raid. Am I making that up?
I don't know if you're making that up. We stopped doing them because having you walk into them versus queuing into them kept breaking raids. So there were just bugs all over the place. So we just stopped doing the walk-ins, and we never figured out really what happened.
Red 5 has confirmed that I did not dream that tech thing.
Okay, so in other words, if it's an operation, you can't walk in.
Right.
Also.
We used to use the walk-in raids to do what we called the Tier 1 challenge. Would you indulge me in explaining our challenge?
Sure.
Okay, so our Tier 1 challenge is you go in, and John, you'll have to correct me if I mess this up. You go in to starting at either Kandak or the first Batcave, right? In Tier 1 gear with a spark weapon, and you can only use 70 skill points. So you start at the bottom and you work your way up. I think the highest we got was Prime Battleground.
We got to Prime Battlegrounds when Paradox was the highest rate.
In Tier 1 gear. So that's one of the things we definitely want to do again, but now we want to try. But the thing we did was we utilized the walk-ins because obviously our CR would not reflect our actual CR, right? So that was one of the reasons we loved the walk-ins.
Yeah. I think
but that's a really fun challenge.
It's fair to say that people like walk-ins or really just like the ability to go to whatever raid they want with whatever group they have, regardless of queuing and size and stuff. And we've seen that request so much. It's definitely on one of our lists.
Used to though, didn't they have it where you couldn't walk in to an instance if you weren't high enough CR anyway, right? Like you had to be the CR to walk in.
Yeah, you still had to be. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Deleting collections, you guys. This is how I'm trying to hurry. I promise. Sorry, my inventory is a point of contention because I do not keep my inventory straight by any means.
Does John keep his straight?
Yes. John actually, there's about an hour of our stream every day where John gets on my tune, like sits in my chair while I stretch and get a drink and whatever I'm going to do for my break. And the whole time he just sits here and fixes my inventory the entire hour.
And see, it depends on who you ask. I am accused of being a hoarder because I keep like every trinket and everything that I actively use in my current inventory, and then my bank is just like a toy box of just whatever I don't have room for. But it's organized. I can find stuff in my inventory.
But I don't know if you can see my screen right now. I'll show you my inventory and you'll see why people hate my inventory. So let me know when you can see it. Yes, there is a petition for a version of Fix-It for my inventory. But yeah, this is my inventory. It is it's something. I got all the booze though, look. And I got a ton of capsules I need to open. And these are they're already open, the unlocked ones. So they're just sitting at the bottom of my inventory.
Now, do you ever make use of the auto sort?
No, I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to auto sort. John would kill me.
Oceans.
What?
Get to the room on time.
He's trying.
To be fair,
he was already dead. Oh.
But John has a specific order he likes to have things in, and so if I hit auto sort, he would lose it. Because if you look at my inventory, it does have kind of an order to it. I mess it up a lot, right? But you've got your tactical mods on the top. Then you've got whatever you would use on a regular basis. We've been trying to get the feat in the room where you fight the vampire lord. So I've got my spells hidden over here. But then you can see that my other inventory, my other set of gear for my DPS is kind of tucked underneath. And then it turns into absolute chaos from there. But if I were to mess up the beginning and the end of my inventory, he would lose it. Because there's all my capsules that I can open. There's some that are already the unlocked. And then different artifacts that I can switch to that I already have some experience in. You know what I mean? So, but yes, auto sort he would lose it. There's an order that he likes to have it in. And I don't really care what order it goes in. As long as it's there, I just lose things in my inventory a lot. So he's like, just keep it in order. Yeah, about that. Y'all should see my purse and stuff. There is no order to that. So why would there be order to my inventory?
Purse?
Yeah, with purses, you just dump them out on your bed. That's how you look for something in your purse, right?
Purse. That just has the kitchen sink in it. I only carry a fanny pack around, so I have not that many things.
Did you say fanny pack?
I'm so bad about carrying everything with me.
Yeah, fanny packs are the way to go for me.
What decade is this?
Honestly, I think fanny packs are coming back.
They are coming back.
I've seen a lot of people wearing fanny pack these days.
Look, they are very efficient. I started using mine whenever I went to Disney World, but also on hikes, and then in pandemic land, it means I don't have to touch everything in a purse whenever I go out. I can just keep my hand sanitizer in it and my wallet, and I'm good.
That's very safe. When are we getting a fanny pack style in the game?
Oh my gosh, I really
We have
want
one.
We have one?
We have one. It's the Riddler.
I absolutely want to bring
get-
up a style.
Oh yeah,
idea.
me too.
Not too.
I mean, we could make it bigger and
I need
or
like
whatever.
a crossbody bag I use a fanny pack IRL, but I wear it like a crossbody bag, like I think I started doing that whenever I was watching Queer Eye and Anthony was like wearing a cross and he like looked super cute with it. So I was just like, I can do that too.
I had multiple people ask me this over time. If you guys were planning on having any mask styles that are like the masks that we wear now for the pandemic. If there would be an option to have something like that.
It was really funny. I wanted to do that as one of the rewards for Extra Life because I thought it was like fitting, but
right.
We did not do that. I know. For the pandemic, for some reason, it's like a little controversial, so I decided not to put that in game.
Yeah, we talked about it real early, and we decided that it wasn't really a thing to joke about. Nowadays, it seems like there's funny masks everywhere, so we should totally just do it. But
If nothing else, you could make it like a $1 purchase on the marketplace, and then all of it goes to charity. Yeah. That way, it's not inappropriate or anything.
Speaking of funny masks, my sister, not off topic completely, but kind of off topic, she just messaged me, and I don't know if anyone knows what Buc-ee's is. I think it's a Texas thing. She got me a Buc-ee's face mask, so I have like a, what even is he? Like a beaver? The beaver face mask coming
how are
to
you
me.
spelling that?
Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
Bucee? Yes, Buc-ee's. It's like the Disney World of gas stations here in Texas.
I see. I get it. It's just not. I don't hear that when you say that.
Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's. What are you hearing me say?
I want to show you real quick, Oceans. If you can see my screen here in a minute, I'm going to show you something. I also have a question from chat that says, is there any possibility in future to have dance moves? Like, other than the ones that
More
we get
dance moves.
naturally.
God,
Yeah.
I really want some new emotes. And it's something we keep talking about and how we are going to do that. But it's new emotes, period, including dancing, have been talked about.
I had one person mention T-posing, if y'all are into that.
Man, favorite rules, everybody just T-poses.
And a Naruto run acrobatic variant.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Real quick, Oceans, this is the mask that we had produced for the channel that we got like 200 of, and we just mailed out to people for free.
Where
And it
am I
has-
looking?
Are you looking on Sophie's channel?
Yeah. So like, it has
Those are
the
those are
little-
real cute little masks. I like that a lot.
right. It's got the little Sophies on it, and so when you wear it,
Who draws your little chibi characters?
I got that done on Fiverr. If y'all are interested, I can shoot you her link. She's super good. She did a bunch of my emotes too. But yeah, but that was something that we got a bunch made of, and we just mailed them out to people for free.
Cool.
Leave it up for like 2 seconds, because apparently I have an ad playing.
Oh no!
That's making me really want some burgers.
I have that problem whenever I watch Good Mythical Morning. Do you ever watch that show?
Oh my gosh, I discovered that recently, and that's the only reason I get on Facebook is to scroll through those videos.
But
It
their
embarrasses
food
me
ones
now.
are so good. Like, well,
Yeah.
some of them.
Yep.
Some of them. Some of them are really gross. Okay, are you out of your ad?
Yes.
But these are the face masks. They have the little chibi Sophie on them.
Aw,
And it's
those
on
are
either
so
side.
cute.
So that when you wear it, it's like that. But they're very fun. I like those very much. Oh, selfie, don't leave. Don't leave. Nobody leave. Oh.
Stronger than steel, faster than
This
light.
cutscene is so loud.
It cannot be outmaneuvered or driven away
And I
by
was
madness.
so, But I do most of my stuff through Fiverr just to have my artwork done. Like I have several pieces of artwork done for my channel that I got done through Fiverr. If you're still on it, in the corner over there, there's a version of Sophie laying on a flower that I got done on Fiverr as well. And there are just some really, really talented people on Fiverr that I don't feel like get enough credit for what they do. I mean, to be fair, I think I paid like $20 to have 2 chippy drawings done, which is you can't beat that. Like crazy.
We have another question from chat that it's another popular one. So future secondary currency. So
You could come get in the shot, John.
equivalent. Oh, the equivalent being the Aether. Is there any chance that in the future, again, possibilities, we're leaving this very open-ended, that in the future that could be account bound instead of bound to individual characters? Because one of the problems that I've had with this particular DLC is working on my alts. It's like I'm crippling my main character by putting more time on my alternate characters, because all the stuff that I could be earning on my main character is now tied up on a character I'm probably not even going to use that currency on, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. That's not the question I thought you were pitching us.
Ooh, want to tell me? Nah.
I mean, that changes the whole calculation for stuff. So it's an interesting request. I can definitely note it. Might have to bribe Red 5 for movement on that, but
yeah, you should ask that again whenever Red 5 is on voice on stream, if we can ever get him to join us on voice on stream.
Yeah, because I know seasonal currency is another one that a lot of people make that same complaint about, where it's just like, man, it would be so much easier to use the currency if it was just something that I accrued on my account rather than having to piecemeal it on individual characters.
Right.
Because we have one person in our chat that runs 17 characters every day through the event, open world, and instanced event on all 17 characters. And that's just one of several people we have that, 16 characters. And
I was gonna say that's not the only
yeah,
person.
like we know, I was gonna say we have people in here with more than that run it every day just so that they can get all the stuff and the feats. But it's like piecemealing it out individually, character by character, means that they can't get the big stuff on like their main character, where they're going to want to get that feat and everything like that. So it's like their main character gets like 2 items out of the seasonal, but all the base items they got to get on their other characters and then copy the feats over. So like that's kind of like the concern that a lot of people, including myself, have had with, especially with I would say more so with seasonals than like with Aether. Like with Aether, it's more an irritation. With the seasonals, it's like it's more of a drain on my time, because that's one of the things I look forward to. Like you saw that base, like I put a massive amount of effort into getting all the items just to complete that room. Like I wasn't running raids that week, So that's kind of, I guess, the long-winded explanation there.
Real quick to chat. Tin Man, I think we're close to the end. However, Oceans did say she was going to be doing base tours on one of the next streams. So I would suggest hitting her up to see the League Hall then, because we're really close to the end.
Yep. Next week, most likely, I'll be going through some more. I know I can't hit all of them because so many of you have been kind enough to add me, which I've been going on my own into them because I think it would probably take maybe big game day I can hit a bunch of them as well.
Well, I think you did Tin Man's 4 seasons.
Oh yeah, that one was awesome.
Oh yeah, Tin Man is awesome at base design. But his League Hall is amazing.
Yep.
So if you do get a chance to hit that one, he does great. Can you see her evil tune? Yes. Can you come to my base real quick? Oceans. And in fact, actually seeing her tune, y'all should donate to Oceanside to make sure that she can get this mat in. It's Sin Central is mine under Sophie Fatal.
Okay.
And I
Are
might
you in
have to add.
Metropolis?
Watch out for the cats when you get in there.
There are a lot of cats.
I'll find
a
it.
lot of cats.
It'll be fine. Everything's good.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bunch. Okay, Super Dorothy. Kansas?
No.
No,
Hold on one
Sophie
second.
Fatal. That was mine.
I'm adding you right now. I don't know if you have permissions on mine.
Sorry for the clicking clicks.
Yes, I have many cats. Many cats. They are amazing, and I love them. Did it add?
I haven't seen it yet.
I am not the tech wizard, so I have to go through and figure it out.
I think I saw Oceans. I think you passed it.
Oh. Was it? Really?
Maybe it was somebody else named Oceans.
Maps, are you not covering my chat this?
Oh. So Megzilla left.
There,
and
I have you where you can get in.
Oh, I'm here. I just figured
I know.
I don't have any more action on my screen.
It ruined everything.
I know. Oh, sorry.
I'll just take a moment to fix it.
Megzilla, you're
I do need more
you're still a valuable contribution to the stream, more than just your art skills.
Oh man, I don't want to be
Thanks,
showing
Carp.
Why can't I track this? What is going on? Hold on.
Uno momento, por favor.
I was gonna say I am not the tech person. I smile and nod when tech things come up. I get free cuddles when the tech things come up though, because John will have to come over and press buttons, and I'll just like cuddle into him. You know what I mean?
Y'all, I think I'm going crazy.
I
Somebody
added
help.
you, though.
I know. It is in Metropolis, right? Cart, please help.
I think I'm in Gotham.
Oh, is it just showing it in it? Okay.
Oh,
Cart,
think
I have a bug for you. It was showing on the Metropolis map and not actually tracking.
Well, it was only bringing it up when you hovered over it.
Yeah, it might have been. It was probably user error. Well,
no, now it doesn't show up at all.
It's in Gotham.
Freak, are you in Discord yet? If you jump into Discord, I can grab you in and you can ask a quick question. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in Gotham. Where are you in Discord? I don't see you. Do you see?
Maps,
I see you.
Can you warp me to Sophie?
Can you do
I'm not logged in.
Please and thank you.
You're not logged in. Oh no. Okay, wait. I got it.
Okay.
It just magically appeared randomly.
And I have one more streamer that has a question prepared that is Freakazoid, like the TV show back in the day, if y'all remember.
Yeah,
right?
That show.
And he'll be in chat shortly to ask his question.
All right, that will be the
he
last
sang
one.
for us this morning. We were what song were we singing? We were singing from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and he came into my Discord and sang the song where it was like, "Come with me and you'll see," and he sang that in my Discord. It was awesome. Okay.
So have
you got him pulled over, babe?
We'll get that one question, and I just want to point out we're at $3,966.20. So close to that $4,000 mark. Curious we can make it.
So if somebody wants to donate $33.80.
Oh my gosh. All of these eyeballs make me uncomfortable.
Aww. Yes, this is my base welcome. My cats and my eyeballs. I had everyone mailing me eyeballs too.
What are all your cats' names?
They're all the same name.
You call one, you call them all.
Yes.
Oh god, it got worse.
Oh, there are many. There are many. Okay.
And I swear, if you're not the person who played, yeah, he's in there. But I swear, with the cats, if you're not the person, or any of the pets that follow you around, if you're not the person who puts them down, they seem to follow you more aggressively.
Yep.
So, like, when I go through her base, that horde of cats follows me, and it will block me at times because Super Dorothy being like the tiniest character model, sometimes the cats will actually stack up, and I can't move my character because they just swarm me when I'm in her base. So I have to be careful with Super Dorothy.
Y'all, I sculpted this turkey, and I
Really?
remember making this turkey and laughing through the whole thing.
This
I made the
here,
turkey, made the ham, made the kids'
Right.
table.
this is where we have our like group meals. Set that up on purpose. And then you've got the healer side where you've got all the nature and flowers and stuff over at that armory. And this side I'm wanting to do like with a bunch of water and like whatnot for the DPS side. And again, whoever did the madness chroma, I love that.
No, that's me. Speaking of like the my favorite thing in game, I didn't mention the chromas, but the chromas were my pet project at one point in time because I just wanted them in game and worked on them after work at some point, and I was just like, surprise, y'all! Look at these things that I made. Now we're stuck with them.
They turned out really good though. Okay, Freak, are you ready, love?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the absolute main question that I really want to ask, and I'm hoping I can just rapid fire this one and then maybe squeak out another one before it gets too late, but I push my luck off of it. But like the absolute main one that I want to ask, because it was like years back, right around, from launch when it went public in 2011, since I've been just like Sophie and everybody, I've been in game since 2011 when it launched,
with a 3-year break, right?
About 2.5.
Yeah, okay.
I remember like right after about the first year or so when the game launched, y'all did the 1 year mark cape, and it's getting close to 10 years now since the game went public. Is there anything going to be coming out for the 10 year?
We're working on tech now to be able to add a 0 to that 1 on the cape. Actually,
It's very difficult.
We can't talk about it now, but we have a big 10th anniversary event planned. So
nice.
Stay tuned.
Will there be any 10th anniversary kind of specific items that you can't talk about?
Pass.
Just the answer is yes.
Yes,
there are many things.
Oh, hold on here. Hang on.
There we go.
Get it?
So Cypher donated the $33.80. Unfortunately, after Sophie donated another $25, so now we are well over $4,000. We are at $4,025.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sophie, and thank you, Cypher, for pushing us over the top there. That is fantastic. So now our 3-day total, we've been streaming for 3 days for Extra Life here. 3-day total takes us over $4,000. That is just absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much.
And if you guys have a couple of extra dollars and you can, make sure you click on that and get your postcards.
We're so excited about those postcards. I'm so excited.
Yep, make sure if you...
They look amazing. They really do.
If you do want a postcard, make sure you go through the postcard incentive link on the donation page. Otherwise, we don't know that you want a postcard. So make sure you do that. But really, whether you get a postcard or not, whether you go for any of the incentives, thank you guys so much for all your donations. It's really, really super cool. And the Dell Children's Hospital really appreciates all those donations you guys are giving out.
So I have 2 quick questions for you. Number 1, chat is asking, how close is Oceans to her MAT goal?
What's your
total? Secondarily,
$516 away.
$516 away. Oceans, if you don't mind taking a quick look at Boston's outfit, what do you think?
Boston, where am I going?
Just come down the hallway. Oh. Yes, down the big hallway of eyeballs.
Again?
Yes. The eyeballs just watch you to make sure you don't do anything crazy in my base.
Yeah.
So,
and Boston is game update right here.
Give it up there for you. So he's got the cami.
I know. I think it's awesome.
Right? I think the material makes it look so much better too. Oh, switching it up.
Oh,
Oh.
with a new question aura. I don't actually remember what it's called for
Thank
realsies.
you, Austin.
And the tiny hat.
That's actually one of my favorite things. Like, really, one of my favorite things about this game is
It's
how
the
creative
styles.
people get. Well, I mean, how creative people get with what we provide, right? So they provide a suit, and then you guys, as the players, kind of take that piecemeal, put it together in a way that we never thought, and it just looks so creative and super cool. And these bases are just absolutely amazing. You guys do such an incredible job with all these bases.
That's honestly one of the things that really keeps people coming back, I feel like, to this game is that your character is your own. Like there's not going to be a ton of duplication. You can make your character piecemeal into what you want it to be, as opposed to most games where it's like, if you think back to like the Marvel MMO that they made where you got to play as like Wolverine or what was it, Cyclops or whatever, but you were actually those characters. You didn't have any customization involved. I really like the fact that in this game that y'all made it so that we are our own supervillain, our own superhero. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the whole point. Yep.
Yeah.
It's you
Well, I mean,
in
there's so
the
many
universe.
games you can't do that with, though.
Yep.
And even
So-
if you think, go ahead.
No, go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say, even if you think back to City of Villains, City of Heroes, which was also a game that came out right around the same time. We even played that originally. Was that there was some customization, but nowhere near the level of customization you could do. You know, like it was just it. You had basics you could change, but here you can literally change each individual piece of armor however you want it.
and I like as long as we're on this topic, one other thing I like about this game personally is that it's more than just going and like getting a mission from the iconic NPCs. So it's more than just like, oh, I talked to Batman and then I go to a mission. Like you're actually going on adventures with all these characters too. That is a big distinction that I like about our game personally.
Absolutely. I very much enjoy it. And like with the individual missions where they're like aside from the solos, I don't necessarily like solos, but that's nothing to y'all's game. That's just me personally. Like I'm playing a group game, so I'm not going to really delve into the solos. But the fact that they're there for people who do like to do those, that's awesome. But that's just not really my style. I
You
can
can't.
do raids. I'll get 8 people together.
You can't be alone with yourself for that long.
I know, right? My thoughts go crazy. But I just enjoy the fact that there's a story behind it that's actually like intuitive. Like one of the things we were talking about was doing the storyline 0 to 30. And it is so intuitive. It just leads right to the next thing and it just makes sense. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Although I've got to say, big props to you guys for setting up the leveling the way it is now. That helps so much. Like for new players, that is, because like back in the day, like I am one of the people who died on the ship back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like, oh well, Lex, cool, I'm dead. But like the way they have it now, where it's more intuitive and you can just follow the storyline and you can follow what you're supposed to be doing with your powers and things like that. Like big props to well, it's not new because that was what, last year, but the update to leveling in general.
Yeah, we've done a few of
So-
those, but yeah, last one.
So speaking of with that, because we actually like earlier today, Sophie, myself, Invincible, and a few others, we had Rogue Kitty. She's one of the other
Love Rogue.
she's one of the other DC streamers, and she was playing with us this morning. She's out there from Australia, and she claimed that that free 255 CR boost.
Yeah.
And they were helping her get set up and everything like that, so that way she can run with everybody in missions. So that was actually a huge bonus towards her, since she had just started playing like what, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's good to have more positive streamers out there. I love a good positive streamer. I don't care what game you're playing. If you have a good attitude, I love it. Love it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I care
So,
what
like,
game you're
she's
playing,
another
but
one.
like, I get you.
It depends. The only thing that I cannot watch is Fortnite, but that's just because I don't follow very well on that one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not a favorite. But you know what? If it's a friend of mine playing, I'll watch. I'll smile, I'll nod, I'll high five you when you tell me you did something right, because I won't know you did it right.
Right. Hey, speaking of positive streams, this has been a positive stream. I hope you guys have had fun. Thank
Very
you
much.
for joining us, Sophie. Thank you for purchasing that incentive. Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us here.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a
So-
ton of fun. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you to all the folks who turned up to ask questions on the stream, and thank you to everyone who's watching on both channels. I really appreciate it. Extra Life is a thing. We're going to be here every Friday until November 7th, which is Extra Life Game Day. And until then, thank you and goodbye. Please keep playing DCO. We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Guys,
y'all.
thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.